जो एमा रुडारे मुरलिया चितराव जो पाटण थी पटोड़ा मोघलाव जो रंग रतुंबल कोर कसुंबल पालव प्राण बिछाव जोरे पाटण थी पटोड़ा मोघलाव जो ओल्या पाटण शरणी रे मारे थावो पदमणी नार ओढ़ी अंग पटोड़ू रे निरे लावो रंगधार ओल्या पाटण शरणी रे मारे थावो पदमणी नार ओढ़ी अंग पटोड़ू रे निरे लावो रंगधार हिरे मधेला चुड़लानी जोड़ मोंघी मधाव जोरे पाटण थी पटोड़ा मोघलाव जो छेला जीरे मारे हाथों पाटण थी पटोड़ा मोघलाव जो मोघलाव जो मोघलाव जो
Hello, are you near your closet or a Godrej cupboard where you keep your precious clothes or hide something that you don't want others to see? Go on, get something interesting out of that closet. I hope you have some item of clothing that isn't usually worn by people of your gender. Be adventurous. Whatever gender you identify with, go for the other. If not a full dress or a suit, maybe a silk scarf or a jacket? Fetch it. I'll wait.
Take your time.
Now hold it close to your heart. I will slip into something comfortable too, my part, and the Godrej cupboard where my character mostly belongs. To get me into my part, I will sing a special song. It's okay if you don't understand what the song means. More about the song later. For now, listen to your heart or feel the cloth you have. We are products of this earth. We have memory. We remember secrets, don't we? When I finish my song, I will be in my part, and your heart will be sharing secrets with your fabric.
छेला जीरे मारे हाथों पाटण थी पटोड़ा मोघलाव जो छेला जीरे के मारे हाथों पाटण थी पटोड़ा मोघलाव जो
Those eyes touch me as if I'm the most beautiful thing in the world. And the touch of those hands, they make me feel as if I am the most beautiful thing in the world. I was created by hands like these, but the eyes were different. These eyes are radiant, more happy. The ones that belong to the hands that created me were not so. But my creation is a sad, sad story, better left untold. Oh, that sort of makes you want to know, doesn't it? It makes me want to tell it too. Now it must be told. Later, later. Right now, let me enjoy the pleasure of these hands on me. Hmm, such a loving touch. These hands appreciate my beauty. They appreciate the hard work. These hands are so like the ones that started me. So alike, but so unlike. Sad hands they were. These are happy hands, and yet the same. In size, tiny hands, boys they are called. I am opened again! After 10 years! I am flying! I'm too close to the light now, it burns, but I don't care. I am floating. I want to stay up forever. Let me float. Hmm. 10 years ago, I was draped on a different body. They say the first time is always memorable, but I will never forget this one. My second outing. The first, I did not float. I was brought out all pressed and then draped and sung to and weighed down with heavy gold. And then I had 1,000 eyes on me, and then more singing, songs sung by 1,000 throats. I love the word thousand, it means a lot. And then there were none, no eyes. And then one pair of eyes. They looked at me only to sweep me off my pedestal. Strong hands, but a little unsure, gentle and yet stiff. I came off that shoulder and waist a little less ceremoniously than when I was draped. Yes, the first was ceremonial. Now the second is secretive. Secrets are exciting. I love secrets. That is the most beautiful sound I have ever heard. It's his soul saying hello to me. Hello. It is listening to me, to my story. That tiny heart has 1,000 ears, and they're all listening to my story. And and it assures me that one day it will urge the boy to tell my story in thousands of words to thousands of people, heart to heart, throat to heart, song to song. Hey, hey, easy, easy. You might slow down. Oh, okay, okay, I get it. This is a secret. You must get me back in there. Oh, I love secrets. I'm too big for you. Wrong end. The other end. The other end. Ah! If the first time was a long drawn out affair, this one was a quickie. No time to fold me correctly, too. I don't feel beautiful right now. All beauty is short lived. Makes you want more. I do want more. I wait for my dream to return. I wait in the dark. Like all creatures, I wait for things to happen and hope they happen the way I want them to. Sometimes I will things to happen, and they do. His heart heard my story. If we weren't interrupted, I would have told him the whole story. But what he heard, he said he will tell others. So, if you're listening to my story, he has told you some of it. Here's how it starts, although he may have started it differently. If you say you're a human being, I'll say I'm a sari. If you say you have a name, I'll say I'm a Patola. If you say you're from New York, I say I'm from Patan. You may call me Tararam Patan Patola. Yes, I was born in Patan, a town in Gujarat. A very privileged birth. My ancestry goes back 850 years when a family of weavers migrated to Patan on an invitation by the king. The king wanted the very best of saris for his queens, and so my unique qualities were formed. I am dyed thread by thread. Each strand of the silk I'm made of, each warp and each weft is tied and dyed in different colors. They will only mean something when woven together. A flower or a bird or a simple pattern. You would never guess if you saw me threadbare. Those who weave me must be mathematical geniuses to get the thread counts and the color schemes right. It takes 10 months to birth me. Unlike a human child, it is not one person's blood, bones, and breath that I grow from, but a loom with an entire family working day and night for 10 months. All men, made by men, worn by a queen. Now that the queens are gone or are very poor, I am the pride of wealthy women. I'm worthy of display at a marriage, only to be locked up in a cupboard awaiting the next wedding in the family. Or when I catch the fanciful eye of a little boy. I'm not made or bought for little boys. In all the 850 years of my clan's existence, no one thought of making us for a little boy to wear. Ooh, this is a most rare privilege. Or maybe it's a secret kept by many generations. Many before me may have had this privilege. But this one is my secret until he chooses to tell the world one day. By then, I may have faded away. No, no, I don't fade. I am not too fond of the harsh summer sun, but then who is? My maker sold me with a promise. A patola may tear, but it never fades. I never fade. I never fade. I must remember that. Hold your fabric to the light. Sunlight, if there is any, is it evenly colored? Or are there patches? Do you think those colors are organic? If they are, they're bound to fade, so don't keep them out in the sun for too long. Or are they treated with chemicals so that they don't fade or bleed in your washing machine? My colors are what make me come alive. Dyes extracted from the earth's greatest riches. Catechu, turmeric, indigo, pomegranate, marigold, henna, blood. Did I say blood? No, strike that out. And yet I never fade. That's my maker's promise. How is that possible? There are some secrets that are not shared with me. The Patola weavers have a secret too, handed down for generations, ensuring the family's position as master weavers. This is why I love secrets. They are the source of life. So, what secret does your fabric share with you? Hold it to your heart. Listen. Or why don't you tell your secret to it? Go on. I will wait. Close to your heart. Yes, you did tell your secret to your fabric. It knows. Even if you didn't mouth it, even if you don't know you shared it, you did. Your heart did. Our secrets connect us. All living things share without telling. I know the boy's secret, but he has yet to know mine. I will tell him when we next. This is exciting. I can't wait to touch his heart and tell him about the other boy. No, no. That is the wrong way. I can't believe he's forgotten how to drape me. What are you? Oh, okay. Okay, he is trying something else. He wants me up in the air. I'm all over. I'm 6 yards of silk. He's 4 feet of boy. People like me for the way I fall. You love me for the way I fly. We are dancing. I fly. I follow. I could go on forever. Look out! Why don't you call for help? Another secret from you? Don't you want to hear mine? Okay, okay, I am listening. You don't want to call for help because you don't want to be seen with me. No, it's okay. I don't mind. I am a sari. I don't have feelings. Unless you tear me or bleed on me. Yes, you are. It's from the back of your head. I know it is blood because I remember blood. Yes, I still have the stains on some of my threads. A boy like you, the same size as you. He sneezed blood on me when he was dyeing the threads that made me who I am. Just a little. My birth here was the year of the plague in Gujarat. There were less men working on me that year, and the boy wanted to help. He worked all day and sometimes night to complete what his father and uncles had promised. Was a wedding sari after all. And so when you pulled me out of the cupboard and wore me, I remembered the first time I met a boy who touched me with love. I am more special than I thought, more unique than any of my ancestors or relatives. I was meant to be worn by you. Now the blood bond tells me I am right. Keep this story always in your heart.
I fly more often now. Maybe not fly, but below every time there is a strong breeze and the window is left open. I see him, telling his story, heart to heart, but through ways that I can never understand, through signals that travel across space from a glowing device. These are his words you hear, not mine. I can't speak. I am a piece of cloth. I'm not even sure whether it is my story he tells or his own. But he writes himself out of the story and writes me into it. Change is good, although sometimes we become something we least expect to be. I am a curtain and he is a man. Once I was a sari and he a boy. The end.
I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I have. And look, I held on to my late dad's undershirt, a banyan, close to the heart. And maybe I could hear his blessings that came from his heart. I hope you all held on to one piece of clothing that would have helped you enjoy this beautiful production. Let me get into the introductions now. We have with us most of the crew. I'll start with our virtual background sketch artist, Komal Mehra. Please turn on your camera. We have virtual background execution by Madhuvanti Bhatt. Sound was recorded by Vikram Kumar, but he's not able to join us today. But sound execution was by Umesh Bhatia. And our technical coordinator who helps us get all of this production to you on YouTube and to be able to watch that is Sanjay Kripalani. And we have two more people, Swagata Sen Gupta, who does everything behind the scenes and the marketing, but she's monitoring YouTube right now, may not be able to get on camera. And we have the flyer design, marketing material designer, Namya Mantri, who is unable to join us today. And let me bring in the lovely actors. I'll start with Arvind Vashisht, who was our boy, and our production coordinator and the sari, and our beautiful actress, Barkha Kishnani. And of course, the global phenomenon when it comes to theater, who needs no introduction, our playwright, Mr. Mahesh Dattani. Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you.
Maheshji, I will start with one obvious question. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And like I said, I held on to Daddy's undershirt, banyan, and it was just a beautiful experience. And an obvious question, why a sari?
Why not? Why not a sari?
That was a short answer.
Yeah, well, it's a beautiful fabric, and I just love the ikat, the double ikat weave. And my mother had a sari like that, and that's thought about doing this. Yeah.
Beautiful. Do you still have the sari? Do you still hold to your heart?
No, I sort of tried to make a curtain of it, but I don't think it got her approval.
I don't think so. It's just beautiful. I loved it, the flow of it. And come to Arvind. What was the biggest challenge to enact without articulation?
Technicalities like behind the scene. So setting up the angles. So that was the biggest challenge. And the second one is endowing a sari. So we did a lot of workshop with Maheshji and Barkhaji, and it's like an arc which goes, it starts slow but goes up and then it peaks. I hope it peaked during the live performance. So yeah.
Yeah, I think the challenge was probably for you to act with your eyes, and I think you delivered, at least for me. I could feel it. Yeah, and Barkha, that was the opposite. I'll come to you, opposite of what Arvind was doing, which is the voice acting.
It was a challenge. It was like, to get the right tones and all, Mahesh had to work a lot with me. This is the first time I've done a voiceover kind of a thing. And people, if somebody was to see me in my room, it's like going my hands everywhere, all over the place. I'm like, acting it out over here. I don't know how much of it came through, but this was a funny sight to watch back here.
No, I think we could feel the emotions. At least I could feel the emotions being expressed at different levels. And it worked for me. I hope it did for all our audience members. And coming to you, Komal, these are all our precursors, and I'm setting you up. I know you're a consummate artist. And how did you come up with all these based on the script?
First of all, I know I have to answer your question, but first of all, I would like to thank Barkhaji and Mr. Dattani for this creative opportunity. And I love creating art and sketches for ICS theater plays. Regarding making the sketches according to the play, obviously it was guidance, all the guidance, step-by-step guidance by Mr. Dattani and Barkhaji. So I used to ask Mr. Dattani to share with me some reference pictures, like what is he visualizing in the play. And then I used to create something similar to what he sent me, added my own skills, added my own sketching techniques like colored pencils, watercolors. I know Mr. Dattani loves colored pencils, sketches that I created. So I have added most of it. And once I created that, I used to send it, all the work in progress, to Mr. Dattani in the group. I used to trouble him a lot. And as soon as he gave a thumbs up and I came out with a final design, I moved to the next one. So it was obviously the step-by-step guidance by Mr. Dattani, but I added my own skills, my own techniques, and tried my best to give out these sketches.
That's wonderful. And they came across beautifully. I think they matched the words. So
thank you so much.
You achieved teamwork, dreamwork.
Yes, definitely it was a teamwork. And
thank you. Madhuvanti, say something.
First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Dattani, Barkhaji, and ICS Theatre for this wonderful opportunity. I think my task was the easiest task in the production, because Komal is such a fantastic artist and her sketches really create the magic. All I have to do is to play them on the cues. But it was an amazing experience. I learned a lot. I am very passionate about performing art, and I want to learn all the aspects of the art, and I'm sure that will help me to become a better actor in future. So thank you again for the experience.
Wonderful.
I just want to add that Madhuvanti, I saw her on stage in Sakaram Binder, and she played Lakshmi, and I think that was one of the finest Lakshmis I've ever seen of that play, and I've seen so many productions of it.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic.
So
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
And Umeshji, when did you come on board? And I know I've been with ICST Theatre for a long time, and I don't know if this was the first time you've operated this sound for them.
I don't know about that, but I've been with ICS and ICS Theatre in the background for many years.
Yes.
I mean, Barkha has done a very fine job, and I have wanted it that way to be invisible, so I'm fine. And
but you did the sound. The sound was sound, I may say.
Yeah. Thankfully, it's all because of, Maheshji, and I have very high regards for him. Art is like an ocean. And he has the biggest aircraft carrier on the ocean, so to say, where all of us can fly on that aircraft carrier, to higher grade. And I have great regards for him and Barkha. They're very structured people, very methodical. I mean, the method that both Barkhaji has learned from Mr. Dattani and Mr. Dattani himself, right, is very scientific, very execution focused, and I love that. It makes the job so much more easier for everybody. So thank you for that, and it makes it easy. Thank you. So if there were any errors, it was because of technological delays on the Zoom technology, nothing to do with anybody else's, lack of structure or discipline.
And there was none, honestly. I didn't find any. So.
I couldn't tell. You have to tell me, which is wonderful. Thank you. Glad to hear that.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you. And Sanjay, I know what your answer is going to be. I'll anticipate it. But by God, if you weren't there, then the YouTube dunia would not have seen this. So thank you for that.
Yeah, I would let Madhu know I had the simplest of tasks today.
That's what you think.
and I'm just glad to help out in whatever way I can.
We have a comment from Jyoti Sharma. She's saying, I love the concept and the presentation. I was so happy to watch it. And here is a question again back to you, Maheshji, which is, how do you ever come up with all of this?
Well, it's yeah, I really don't know. I think it's theater is like Umesh did point out, it's a collaborative effort. But yes, it begins with the writing,
Yes.
because that's where the seeds of what is to come are sown, and it's a different process completely from acting or production or stage management, or which are so it's you're so involved in what's happening, whereas writing is a slightly more isolated experience. So I think it's great writing for the theater, because then you see it all come together in the hands of a group of creative people. But to answer your question, I guess it's just a question of sitting down and, thinking about it, and ideas come.
Fantastic. I mean, it requires a special set of brain cells, because if I just sit, they don't come. It's you.
We can sit forever.
No, I think you're not sitting often enough. That's what.
Well, because you write so much, we want to put life into your words, so we can't sit long enough. And Barkha, back to you. Here's a comment from Puneet Agarwal of awesome performance and show by everybody. Congratulations, kudos. And Barkha, you have worked with Mahesh ji 2 dozen, 4 dozen, maybe 10 dozen projects. So what do you find was different this time?
Different was the whole concept that we did. We've never done this kind of a play before. We've done quite a few on Zoom. So we were prepared with all the glitches. We knew we just needed a refresher. But it's always a pleasure working with him. And what was different this time is, I'll say, every time it is different. What he comes up with every single time, you cannot even imagine. Like, we sometimes wonder, what is going to happen? How are we going to do this? But the ideas that he comes up with are just amazing. He gave notes to us step by step, and we tried to follow them as best as we could. Because otherwise, if you sit and read the script, it's very difficult to, kind of figure out what to do. So I love his technique of, Mahesh, help me out here with those action words that we have that tell us exactly what to do. That is a major help for me every single time. So I love those words, and I try to do it the way what my note says. And it's different every time. So this one was another experience, which was just fantastic.
Right. It was beautiful. And it has all the, like in Natya Shastra in India, you say you need the Navarasas, the 9 emotions. And that was there throughout this short piece. And that was the beauty of it, I think. So, is there anything you else? Oh, how can I forget Arvind? Say what you would love to say, everything about your role in this play.
So as an actor or as a visual artist, we all are like very conscious about angles, how camera is looking at you, or how far you should be from the camera to show your best profile, your right, left. But when I started working on this with Mahesh during the workshop, I literally have to not physically, but bear myself down, like completely naked, and should not think about anything like how am I looking. So coming this close to the camera, it's scaring, it's jarring to begin with, because this was my first attempt, and it took me a while to get adjusted. But once I crossed that threshold, I completely forget myself. Like, how am I looking? How am I doing? I rely on my preparation, my discipline, my execution, and that's it. So thank you so much, Mahesh ji, for breaking that wall down for me. I will be forever grateful, and I'm glad I did this this production, because speaking is easy. I wouldn't say it's easy, but you can convey so much emotions by talking, but doing physically, it was an out of the soul experience for me. I'm still like having goosebumps. So it's incredible experience for me. And well, I learned how to wear a dress in my previous production with ICS on stage when at least 100 plus people were watching me. And during this, I learned how to wear a sari in like, let's just say in less than 30 seconds. And so I'm learning all these skill sets with every production. And I think all of those things, all of those memories, those, moments are gonna stay with me forever. So.
And here is an endorsement for you, Arvind. Apurvi Mittal says, great performance by Arvind. The eye expressions were on point. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Indu Srivastava says, very beautiful and emotional work by the entire ICST team. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All credit goes to Mahesh with me forever. So.
And here is an endorsement for you, Arvind.
Please go ahead.
Eye expressions were.
We have a glitch.
The recording now it's acting up, the technology, because it liked what you did, Arvind. The computer is on its own saying your expressions were great. And Maheshji, what was your challenge again working across the 7 seas, literally? Okay, 5 seas now. The other 2 are on the other side. To do such a production with, just the camera to work with. Especially Arvind.
Well, I think I relied so much on Barkha and Sanjay as well, because we've done these Zoom productions during the pandemic. And I mean, the first time I did it, I almost wept, because being a theater person, I'm so used to being in the same space as my actors and, stage manager and designers and things. And to do this sort of virtual instruction was very, very frustrating, but I got the hang of it. And I think it really helps when you have people who are open to ideas and suggestions. And every one of them was so open. And, I at one point I told Arvind, look, with this Zoom production, you are the designer, you're the choreographer, you are the cameraman, you are the focus artist, you're everything. So, do all that, get it out of the way, and then focus on your performance. And, he just took it all. I mean, never once did I get the feeling, I'm an actor, why should I worry about this? So,
That's great. And there's one more comment for you, Arvind. It says, love the performance, want to see more of your work. So kudos. You're the only one on the camera.
Yes.
October 29th. Meera, tell them.
Everyone else is as much, responsible for the success of this show, or this Zoom production. So I want to say thank you, everyone. So on behalf of everyone, thank you for all the lovely comments. So
there's a question from Lata Kumar saying, Maheshji, can you move to the USA? So we can see you in every city. She's based in Washington, D.C. So I'll let you answer that. We'd love to have you move over.
Well, I love working with ICS, and why not? Well, I mean, invite me to Washington, D.C., and I might just show up. I might just come with my bags and knock on your door. Say, here I am, where's my room?
Not on the dates that you're coming here.
Absolutely.
We'll hijack him.
Barkha's basement actually is my second home now.
There you go. You have several homes here now. So, and you've spent, enough time on that side. So time to move here. The next 60 years of your life. Give it to us.
Yeah. Absolutely. I always say that when I grow old, I want friends who have rooms with a view. So if you have a spare room with a view, I'm your friend.
Got it.
Great.
You just have nature in front of mine, but that's fine.
Well, that's a view. Yeah. Great. I think somebody wanted to join us because we did say that, you could join us and share your experience of working with, I don't know how it works, how we get them on.
We've shared the link, the Zoom link.
Okay.
I guess
Okay.
they're just asking questions via YouTube.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
nobody
And,
has joined. And
I
Yeah,
can,
for all the viewers, if you're still there, there's a Zoom link in the comment section of YouTube. You can click on that and join us, and you can ask live questions. This is your chance.
Meera, I think YouTube may be removing the link. So if you could announce the meeting ID and passcode.
can you
Oh,
I
okay.
could announce it
can
too.
you do it?
Yes, please do.
Yeah. So if anyone watching wants to join us on Zoom, the meeting ID is 860-5421-2018. Again, the meeting ID is 860-5421-2018. You'll need a passcode, and the passcode is 152975. Again, the passcode is 152975. Both the meeting ID and passcode should be there in chat, but yeah.
Good. Yeah.
And also, the play will be online on YouTube, so it can be viewed, later on if anybody wishes to. It's going to stay on YouTube.
It will be on our ICS Theatre channel. So if you can like and subscribe.
That will be
Sounds
great. Thank you
great.
so much.
I would let whoever wants to have a last word, unless I hear from any commenters or anybody joining on YouTube. The Zoom window is yours.
I would like to add something.
Yes.
Okay. So since the play is all about Sari speaking to you, it's about the feelings, the connection. While I was creating these sketches from the Patola sari, the red Patola sari, that took me the most time. And I actually got a kind of a connection with the sari, and I've kept it in my file. It has actually got close to my heart, though I didn't actually make the sari. I just created it on canvas. But what I want to add in here is that it actually adds to my growth as an artist. Every time I create sketches for ICS Theatre, and there is no lie in it, it adds to the aesthetic sense. Like, I have never created a sari before, as a sketch. And saris are close to my heart. I do wear saris on special occasion. So it actually gave me an opportunity to create sari, to create other apparels, like in the collage of clothes that I created. And then the women wearing saris, just showing their back. Then women, they are shown as majestic, like very kind of a queen wearing sari, and all those embellishments and jhumkas. Everything that I created here in this was for the first time, though the techniques were same that I have been using, but everything I created has got a connection with me. I've kept them safely, and as if they are talking to me. So it's true that things are things that are favorite. They actually talk to you at the end, because they become kind of your babies. So
they kind of reminded me of Tanjore paintings, where they literally use gold foil and gems to embed. I think your creations looked a lot like those.
We did for the Do the Needful.
Do the Needful.
We created Lord Krishna, and everything there was kind of Tanjore. I know it was not exactly, but as Mr. Dattani's step-by-step guidance of what I have to do, how I have to do, and sending him pictures of work in progress, that was also for the first time I had created Lord Krishna's painting. That's why I wanted to mention in here that thank you, ICS, for actually adding to my growth as an artist.
Wonderful.
Very
I'm going to
happy.
read some great comments here. Sneh Gulati says, beautiful play, joint venture of all the participants, a great drama with beautiful backgrounds and sketches by the artist Komal. And Padma Kanani says, Congrats to the whole team for such a wonderful show. Keep it up. Yogesh Date says, incredible performance, Arvind, and beautiful voice rendering, Barkhaji.
Thank you.
Congratulations, everybody. And Arvind, if that sari doesn't belong to you, it does now. You better keep it.
Mine.
You had some heart-to-heart with it, so
Yes,
don't
yes.
give it back.
Yes.
Okay.
It was a beautiful sari.
Absolutely.
Barkhaji, yeah.
I want to say happy Pride Month to everyone. So
yes. Happy Pride to everyone and wonderful Pride production today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Meera.
You're welcome. Barkhaji, take it away.
Well, thank you everybody for watching. ICS Theatre bids you goodbye for the time being. We shall see you at the ICS Theatre Fest in October. The date is 29th October at NB Pack in person. Arvind will be there. So please join us. Mark your calendars.
And Maheshji will be there too, right?
Yes, Maheshi will be here in person.
Yes.
And the next thing that Arvind is going to learn is now how to wear a dhoti.
Yay!
Yes.
That's
Okay.
wonderful. Thank you, Team ICST. Congratulations for another feather on your cap. See you soon.
Well, thank you, Meera. I think we should all thank you for.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes, so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
We have Jyoti Sharma joining. Maybe she has something.
Oh, yes, she's right here. Let's.
Hold on a second.
Yep.
Hello, Jyoti. We are waiting to hear your voice.
She is in the process of joining.
Yes.
Connecting to the audio.
Yeah. There she is. Yep. Jyoti, your camera's off. Jyoti, can you hear us?
Jyoti, we can't hear you, so
Yeah, your
maybe
camera
you're
is
double
off.
muted. Yeah.
I think she's trying to speak, but there's an audio problem.
Looks like the Bombay storm moved here. You worked just perfectly. Has the monsoon set in yet?
Yes. In fact, it chose today. My internet was iffy, and I was a little concerned. And that's the advantage of not being an actor or directly involved. That who cares if my internet suddenly drops, you know. But it's holding up so far. But yes, we had heavy rains today in Bombay and in Delhi.
Oh, nice. The monsoon rains always. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yogesh Jati says, meanwhile, sketches were so beautiful. Kudos, Komal.
I think
Jyoti, are you joining?
She's unable. Oh, there she was. It looks like the storm is here. There you are.
There she is.
Namaste. Good evening to everyone. And my name is Jyoti Sharma, and I'm a research scholar in University of Lucknow, Department of English and Modern European Languages. And my field of interest is actually theater, and I'm really glad to watch this play. I'm very much spellbound by the concept and its presentation. I mean, so happy to watch it, and a lot of respect for and love for everyone. And Dattani sir, I mean, I'm big fan of yours.
Barkhaji, that's for you. You are the sari girl.
I'm the sari girl. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for your comments. And I don't know, it's a toss, Arvind. Okay.
I'm a sari boy. You're a sari
girl.
And Karisma Kishnani says, great job. Love the song. Yeah, beautiful singing, Barkhaji.
Thank you. Thank you.
It.
Thank you, baby.
My new ringtone assigned to Barkhaji's phone number now.
Really?
Good one. Well, thank you, Jyoti, for your comments and for joining us and watching the
I'm
play.
glad actually. I was speechless about the performance. Everyone was so good. मतलब हम सिर्फ वॉइस सुन रहे थे एंड उससे ही पता चल रहा था कि what she is trying to convey, the cloth or the sari is trying to convey. So it's just glad. I I cannot explain further. Like
Thank you.
Well, take a bow, team. Congratulations.
Thank you, everybody.
thank you.
Until the next production. Ciao, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mr. Dattani. Bye, Barkha. Bye, all.